Hey, thank you all for joining us. It is Wednesday, so that, of course, means we have the legend, the man, the myth, the impeccable trader. It's his Save with Crypto. How are we doing, mate?
All right, yeah. I'm on holiday in Spain, actually. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
You should have said you didn't need to join if you don't want. If you couldn't.
I can. So I am.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I don't want to make you feel like you need to join on your holiday, but
that's so dedicated I am. You see. So,
that's it. Or is it the case that you miss me too much?
That's a bit of both, really. You know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. Next week I can't do it, so I'm going to be leaving for the airport. So. Might have to move me to a different day next week.
Well, you can do any day you want, mate. The choice is yours.
All right. Can I do Thursday?
You can, of course. You can do any day you want. Anything for you.
Okay, excellent.
So there we go.
How you doing? It's been a while.
We'll do Thursday. Nick, how are we doing? Great to see you. Of course. Anyone else? Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you get your comments in. Yeah. I mean, we've had quite an interesting week, haven't we? Obviously, Bitcoin is currently bouncing quite nicely. Obviously, closing in back towards 115k if it can get there today. But we did obviously have a pretty nasty drop down yesterday, actually. That hourly candle was quite nasty, but we did come back into demand and we've bounced there nicely. I don't know about you, mate, but I currently I do have a trade on. Let me load it up on BLOFIN. So I did have a trade on yesterday on stream, and then we got stopped out on that. So last night, when I saw that Bitcoin was dropping into here, I thought, right, let's load up another one because it's coming into quite a key area. So that's up nicely, to be fair, so far. We made our loss back from yesterday and about an extra 30 USDT, I think. So that's up nicely from yesterday. Have you got in any trades yourself, or have you been kind of chilling because you're away?
Well, I've tried to be kind of chilling, but what I did, I kind of just did some trades, but like quite low leverage, so I don't have to worry about them, you know.
Yeah.
That said, I'm still in that bloody Sui long from last week, so
Right.
I'm actually down quite a lot in that one. But that's what I've done. I've added loads of margin to it, so you know, there's no worry about liquidation or anything. It's only 4x leverage as well.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for Sui to recover. But I'll tell you what I did was I did a couple of longs. I did them both on BitGet. So one was using Bitcoin as my collateral, and the other one was using BGB as my collateral. And the Bitcoin one, I just set my level at one of those Block Pro levels, you know, that he does them on his charts.
Oh yeah.
So it was actually, and I'm just a little check. So that one was 112,611. Have a look at that. Tell me how good that is.
112. So yeah, I mean that is literally. You would have timed pretty much the exact bottom there, wouldn't you? I mean look at that. It dropped down an extra like $40, and that's it. Which obviously, when we're talking about these big numbers on Bitcoin, that is literally like a grain of sand on a beach, isn't it?
I know. And on my BitGet trade, it's literally the candle just touches my entry. You know, it's like it just couldn't have been better. Anyway, but unfortunately, that's the one that's only a 5x trade. So that's got a position size of like $8,000. So it's at the moment it's $115 in profit, 7%. I've got the BGB ones. That's the 25x leverage. That's 29% in profit with 56 profit. So I'm just doing little trades like that, you know, just aiming to make a few $100 really. But yeah, no, it's all good actually. But yeah, I thought that was probably my what do you call it? My style for being on holiday was just to do like 5x longs.
Yeah,
you know,
but you don't want any stress or anything, do you, while you're away?
No, well, I can't guarantee when I'm going to look at the charts. Really, I'm just having the odd little look on my phone.
Yeah,
you know. So
exactly.
with both of those, I've got the stop loss in profit, so don't really care what happens. Really, obviously, I do. Obviously, I'd like it to go up to $200,000. But so you're bullish then, are you? Generally,
I am. I'm pretty excited about the thought of it, at least going back towards 118k. Yeah.
Okay. What's that based on?
Well, one, obviously, the fact that it's bounced again from demand. So we've come down, tested it. We haven't gone any lower. We've actually technically put in a higher low as well, which is nice now. Also, the fact that the sell-off, when we got that original sell-off, it was very fast and obviously very aggressive. Really, the only sticking point is kind of this 115 to 116k region. That kind of 1k region on the chart is really what's separating it, because as soon as we get back above 116k, we're back into the range, and we're back then targeting, you know, this upside liquidity. Now you can see it, obviously. I don't know if you're looking on my screen or not, but you know, you can see this build up of all these highs. You can see we just got high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. At least this one, you know, is obviously just begging to be swept, to come and grab these stops and liquidity above here. Never mind, obviously you got this one, you know, which could take it to 120, potentially 121, whatever. But I think, you know, I do fancy it, even if it is to go back lower. You know, you look at this, and that is, let me do it on TradingView, actually. That would probably be better. You look at this now, And when you're looking at it, I've obviously got Stonksy in the green, which is nice. But this is obviously quite a clear level of supply now. So this region, even if it does bounce up here, I would expect, a pullback from there. Whether that's back down towards 16k or wherever, obviously we'd have to visit that close, if when we get here. But at least coming in towards 118, maybe a bit higher, towards 119. Yeah. Looks like a logical point from here on out, seeing as we've tested demand, we held, we've put in a higher low if you obviously like monitoring your market structure. And it's just kind of this region here, this region of 115.5 to like 116 and maybe a bit above. That is the sticking point for it at the moment. But should it get back above there, filling in this, this 2k move here should be light work for it. So I'm pretty optimistic. Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic.
That's cool. And obviously that's exactly what I was just going to mention, is the fact that on the 1 hour time frame with Stonksy, you've got a green background as of this morning, wasn't it? Was that this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 6 o'clock this morning. So yeah, I've got a green background there. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at that pattern there as like a double bottom, really, so double bottom from like the left cheek being on Saturday, and then the other one being yesterday. So yeah, that looks like a classic double bottom to me. So yeah.
Could also have some sort of W form in here as well.
Yeah.
If you're into any of them. But yeah, I think I mean, it looks good. I mean, obviously this could quickly turn if we start heading back down towards here. Then it doesn't look overly good. That would actually scare me a bit. I think if it started heading back down, it should now start pushing back up. Whether it's slowly like this again, it doesn't really matter. But we definitely don't want to start coming back down, revisiting towards the lows. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Do make sure you obviously drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and of course, I don't know if you caught this yesterday, mate, but obviously I'll just do a little thingy on it. We do currently have, so it's still not gone out to like the general public. It's I did film a video on it yesterday, and it will be going on to X, but I'm waiting to put the video out once it's edited, so I can hit YouTube and X at the same time. But we are currently offering 50% off the annual and lifetime plans. So that's 50% off. So obviously the annual comes down to just under £500 and the lifetime comes down to just under £1,250. Now this is automatically applied at checkout, so I can just show you guys quickly. If I sign into this, when you come on, obviously you select lifetime or annual, so it's only them two plans that this is on. But as you can see there, the birthday promo, so it is for Stonksy's birthday we're doing this. The 50% off is automatically applied, so that takes it down automatically for you. So there's the annual, and I'll just show you the lifetime one as well. You click on that. So obviously, yeah, they both do exactly what you think. The annual, you get a year access. The lifetime, you get unlimited access. Stonksy is yours forever. Stonksy, obviously indicator and oscillator, they're yours forever. So that takes 50% off that automatically as well. You don't have to do a discount code or anything. And there you go. That comes down to just under £1,250. So yeah, just these two plans. And once the video and the obviously the X promo starts on it, we will be doing it a very limited time offer. It probably only lasts a few days, and we'll probably cap it at around 5 for the annual, 5 for the lifetime. But obviously on stream, you loyal viewers and stuff, I thought I've mentioned it yesterday and I'll mention it again today. Tell you guys first, obviously before it goes out to the others, if you want to capitalize on it. But yeah, fantastic offer that's on there. We are getting a bit of a sell-off currently, aren't we?
What happens if someone's like already got an annual and they want to have that? Does that get added onto it? Or
yes. So I covered this in the video. So say, for instance, you've got, say, just for argument's sake, 6 months left on your Stonksy annual plan. Yeah. If you buy an additional annual plan, obviously through the website, or if you want me to sort it directly, you can obviously hit me in my DM on Discord, or you can email in. What we'll do is you can get the discount, so you can pay obviously just under the £500 for another year, and we can add that on. So then you'd have 18 months then of access. Now, obviously, the lifetime doesn't really matter because, you know, once you buy that, you've just got it forever. So that, you know, that's negligible. But, you know, say you're on even the monthly, if you're on the monthly plan and you've got, say, 2 weeks left of your monthly to go, we can obviously add that onto to the annual purchase. So you'd get, you know, a year plus 2 weeks of access. But yeah, if you've got some annual plans still left to use, or some monthly plans still left to use, and you want to take advantage of the annual discount, yeah, we can just add that onto your plan. Whether you go directly on and purchase and then just drop us an email or Discord, say I've just bought that, but I've still got obviously some left. Can you add it on? We can do that. Or if you want me to manage it personally, I can send you guys an invoice on email to pay for that, and then just add it on for you. Yeah. So you won't lose out on whatever you've got left. We can make it additional.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so that's the big announcement from obviously us, and you'll obviously be seeing that on a YouTube video and obviously X promotion very soon. Discipline, how we doing? Afternoon to you. I don't want to butcher your name, Briesh. I have not seen you in the chat before, so welcome, my friend. Make sure you do subscribe, please. What about ETH? We'll take a look at ETH. Now, let's go down and visit ETH. So yeah, ETH has regained this area. For me, this was quite a key area on ETH that I had highlighted. As you can see, we dropped out, we then rejected, come back down, and then regained, and now we're holding it as support, which is good. So in and around kind of like 3,550 all the way up to 3,600, that kind of $50 region, I think is quite key. But we're holding it, so it's all good. As long as ETH holds there, we are all good. And then obviously from there, we have got resistance up around 3,850. So, you know, the key thing for ETH is obviously Bitcoin holding and the rest of the market. As long as Bitcoin holds, you know, basically everything's okay, isn't it? If Bitcoin starts heading, you know, to the downside, obviously altcoins are in trouble short term. But, you know, from here, as long as Bitcoin behaves and, you know, obviously Bitcoin pushing back to the upside will aid this massively. You know, ETH should, you know, eventually start grinding back towards 3,850 for a start. Obviously, we can look at 4,000 once it gets back above there. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on ETH. Stonksy is long on the hourly still, and nothing on the 5 minute as of yet, but it did trade it up nicely and then got the 2 drop downs. Very nice. So that's what we're looking at on ETH. We may as well do one more. Let's do Sol before we look at anything else. So Sol still holding this region. We bounced nicely, obviously, from the zone we outlined on stream. We could probably remove this. We could remove this zone now, to be fair, and just kind of open it up as a way. So yeah, we want Sol to hold here, and I think Sol looks good back up towards 180. Should obviously it should the market behave and obviously it garner some momentum.
Yeah, I've actually been buying Solana actually, sort of just spot, you know, because I figure it's going to be useful for various things, and it just seems cheap at the moment. So yeah, I've been buying spot Solana. Do you want a quick look at Sui?
Yeah, I'll look at it a sec. Just wait there. There's just someone at the door. I'll go and answer it.
Okay. So, his special delivery of special things. Yeah, so I'm generally bullish myself, but I'm a little bit annoyed about the Sui trade I'm in, because it's down quite a bit at the moment. But as I say, it's like a really low leverage thing. That's cool. Who have we got here then? Can't see any of the usual people like. Oh, Steve in the UK. There you go. Howdy. All right, Steve. Dave's just gone to the door. He's got a delivery of his special things. So he'll be back in a minute. Just me babbling away. Kaz, hello, Kaz. How you doing? Afternoon yourself. Because I'm in Spain at the moment. It's like an hour later, so it's actually 2:20 already. I keep looking at the clock thinking it's actually quite late, isn't it, in Europe? New York Open. Yeah. It's obviously got on the screen. Sui. Oh, Sol. That's Solana in it. So I'm going to get Dave to have a look at Sui next because that's of interest to me. So I've got a long with like a rubbish entry. Well, I've been doing the classic, rookie thing of like just adding margin to it. But,
Right, I'm back.
All right. You got your special lotion, have you? For your feet. As Steve in the UK says.
Steve. Kaz, I've not seen you in a while, Kaz. You okay? Great to see you. Steve-O is getting a special lotion. Only if you're going to use it on me, mate. Right, let's go and have a look at... So you want me to have a look at Sui, correct? Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Let's go and have a look at good old Sui. Where are you in, Tom? Do you want to reveal it? You don't have to, of course.
Hang on. Let me have a look. Hang on.
Don't reveal it if you don't want.
Well, hang on. I forgot where I'm trading now. I've really got to stop using 4 exchanges at once. It's just silly.
Losing track.
I am, it's rubbish. It's 3.3. No, it's 3.5.
That's not terrible. That
it's not terrible, but it's not good.
$3.50.
Yeah, 3.51 actually.
I think that's actually quite good.
Well, it's down.
It's obviously not good being underwater, but it could be a lot worse considering the downtrend it had. If you was in from like $4, $3.90, $3.80, you could potentially be in a bit of trouble. But it doesn't take Sui that long to get the. Look at some of these daily candles. When it moves well. I think you're all right there, to be honest, mate. It came in, retested obviously this daily area where we had this consolidation, and then obviously we got the other impulse up. If we look let's have a look on the 4 hour. Yeah, this kind of region which lines up with the daily and the 4 hour, depending on obviously where you want to move it and draw it, kind of up to around 370 is kind of looking where resistance is. But then above there, then obviously you're back towards $4.10-ish. So yeah. I think it's holding quite well. Looking at that at the moment, I think Sui looks like a really good risk reward long, actually. And like I say, it doesn't take long. This could be 1 4 hour candle, and then you're back to break even pretty easily.
Actually, that's got quite a nice double bottom as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. Yeah, I think it wouldn't surprise me if we saw Sui. Once it, obviously up to here, we'll find some resistance. But once it regains that, I think, you'll quickly find it back towards $3.90, $4 in this region here.
Yeah. The only reason I went into it is because when I was doing one of the streams on my own when you were away, somebody said have a look at Sui, and it was doing that classic thing with Stonksy where on the 1 hour time frame the momentum oscillator was like just stuck down the bottom, so I set an alert for when it went from like red to pink,
Yeah.
And then I forgot about it, and then it sort of came up and it said the alert was called something like Sui live stream thing. And I thought, oh yeah, that was that thing someone asked me about. So I thought, okay, well that's a pretty good opportunity. So what I did, I went long then, and it was brilliant. It was like a really good trade, and I made like about 48% or something like that. And,
yeah,
I think I posted it in the Discord for Stonksy, but and I said something like maybe I should trade altcoins more often, And I was really pleased with that because it just. I made about 48% on a Forex trade. So I thought that was great. And then I got a bit greedy, I thought I saw it pull back a bit more and I thought I'll do that again. And then it pulled back, pulled back loads. So, just being a bit of a dick really,
Well, it happens, doesn't it? It happens. It happens to all of us. Like Kaz says, it is just one of them. It makes you more human. Perdita, how are we doing? Great to see you. Thanks
Yeah.
for saying the hello. And Kaz agrees that, yeah, it's not that bad being 3.5, and it's not that far away at all. Please do make sure everyone drops a big like on the stream. Make sure, of course, you subscribed. And, of course, for you people that have just joined, because I think we've got about 10 more viewers since I last did it, to give you guys the first in the know, we are running a 50% off special on annual and lifetime plans. So that is, yes, 50% off. It's automatically applied at checkout. So when you obviously click annual to sign up, it will automatically apply the 50%. There you go, down to just under £500. And obviously the same for lifetime, take 50% off that. So this is a birthday promotion for Stonksy. So we will be putting out a YouTube video and then obviously doing X promotion for it. Once that starts, it'll be a very limited time with limited spaces. But obviously for you guys on stream, I've gave you the first in the know information on it. And of course, if you already have a plan with Stonksy, we can add it on. So if you've already got, time remaining on an annual plan or time remaining on a monthly and you want to take advantage of it, we can add the year access that you buy onto that already. So you won't lose any access time. And obviously you can buy it through the website, or, if you want me to handle it personally, you can drop me a DM on Discord if you're obviously already with Stonksy, or you can drop us an email and we can obviously, we could send you an invoice for that as well. But yeah, if you do obviously buy it through the website, just drop me a message or drop us an email. Say, I've just bought the annual, or obviously or lifetime. And obviously, if it's a lifetime, we'll just swap you on to access forever. So Stonksy will be yours forever. But obviously, if it's annual and you do have time remaining, just drop us an email or drop me a message personally. Let me know. So obviously, I can make sure you get your time added on extra for what you've got remaining. So yeah, that'll be on there. But like I say, once the YouTube video is edited and that goes up, it will be a very limited time offer, probably just a couple of days, and we will cap the lifetime and annual, how many times it can be used. So once it's used that many times, it's done then, and the offer will be off. So yeah, it's the biggest one that we've done so far at Stonks. I don't think the annual or lifetime has ever been discounted 50%. So if you do want to take advantage of that, obviously there it is. And if you want me to handle it for you, obviously if you're already a Stonksy user, you can drop me a message.
So is that page where you got the prices, is that going to have the actual discounted price on it? So
no, so it'll just automatically apply it when you go to checkout.
All right.
So this is obviously the live size. When you click on annual or lifetime, just automatically applies it at checkout. There you go. So there's the 50% added, done. So
it's only if you know.
Yeah. Only if you know, but I assume obviously if you're going on to purchase lifetime or annual, the likelihood is you've probably seen my videos or seen me talk about it or seen it on X, I assume. Unless obviously just someone happens to stumble across Stonksy and is like, oh, this looks good, I'm going to buy it. And then obviously just goes on and gets it half price. I mean, if they do that, then obviously it's their lucky day, innit?
Yeah. It's a bargain, I must admit. That lifetime one. I mean, to be honest, even just to be part of the Discord and all that, that's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and the annual, when you look at the annual too, £500, obviously 50% off. But then, if you wanted to get it in your mind of how much you pay in a month, obviously, if you was to work it out, you're paying like just over £40 a month, aren't you? Obviously, yes. If you spread it across the
but yeah, it's about 10 a week
time of the year. Thunder says, hope 116 will hold, otherwise we're going lower. 116? Do you mean, what do you mean? Do you mean 112 or? We're not at 116 yet. We need to break 116 to go higher.
Right, that's probably what he means, isn't it?
Yeah. Afternoon, Gary. How we doing? Greetings from a sunny Isle of Wight. Oh, mate, I'm jealous. And Delta says 50% off for new users is great. It's for everyone, mate. It's for everyone. It's not just for new users. If you're already a Stonksy user and you want to buy the annual, you can do and just have it added on to your time that you've got left. So it's not a new user special. It's for everyone. If you already have Stonksy, you can buy the annual and have it added on to your current time. Or obviously, if you buy the lifetime, then it's lifetime access in it. You just get given Stonksy forever. But yeah, it's not a you user special. If you're already on, say you're on the monthly plan, or if you already have an annual plan and you've got some time remaining, you can buy this annual and you can, or you can have that time added on. So if you've got 4 months left and you buy the annual at the discount, you can have a year plus 4 months of access. You don't lose anything. Same for the monthly. If you've got, say, 2 weeks left before your monthly renews and you want to get the annual at the discount, you can do that and obviously cancel your monthly, and then you'll have a year plus 2 weeks or whatever it is. But yeah, so we are actually pushing back up on Bitcoin now, which is nice. We did get that that sudden drop a little bit down towards 113,800, but we are pushing on back up now, it seems, which is good for the market. We don't have any important US data coming out for the rest of the week, so there shouldn't really be anything to rock the market unless, obviously, we get any movement on the whole Powell situation. Obviously, Trump is lining up people to replace Powell. Powell hasn't resigned yet, so that's obviously quite a tense situation. And of course, he joined CNBC yesterday. Didn't need to give that interview, which shook the market a bit. So unless we get anything like that, there shouldn't really be too much going on this week apart from organic price action.
I mean, Powell's not bad for crypto, is he?
No.
It's just him disagreeing with Trump on the interest thing, isn't it?
Dip to the moon. Good morning to you. Lee Isherwood says was on the monthly plan for Stonksy, just purchased a lifetime. Oh, mate.
Okay.
Oh, that is a big hitter. Well, yes, Lee.
Oh. There you go. Oh, that's good. I was just looking at the block pro levels for Bitcoin. If anyone's got a pen and paper handy, so the one he had, which I got in at, was 112,760. That's where I went long from. So the one above, actually, the one above is 116,011. So 116, pretty much dead on, which is pretty much what whoever it was just said. Dunder Thunder said in the comments, wasn't it? So yeah, so 116 is probably quite a good level to break.
Definitely key, definitely.
Then above that, you got 118,116, and then above that, 121,557. So, yeah, could be a good week. But the thing is, we're in August now, and it's supposed to be terrible, isn't it, by now? And it's not particularly, is it?
Yeah, I think it's just a myth, that, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of one big myth. I mean, don't get me wrong. You do look at it. We had that. When was it? We obviously had the great move up, didn't we, in July to all-time high. That was literally about 2 days, wasn't it, of price action? And then obviously since then, Bitcoin has consolidated. Now, altcoins obviously got a bit more because obviously ETH started running and, they started taking advantage of Bitcoin consolidating. But in terms of Bitcoin, I mean, if we actually go and look at the chart, let's have a look, because it has been a pretty boring couple of months when you actually look. Because we obviously had this price action. Now, this wasn't too bad because this was quite volatile. This moved down to there. That's like a 10% move. Then we moved back up and then obviously drifted back down and then pushed back up. So obviously this was spread across, a month and a half-ish. In here, we had probably, 3 or 4 decent swing moves. It wasn't that fast, really. I mean, it took a while to come off. That one took, a good few weeks. But, we've obviously consolidated. I mean, the best one was obviously this one, weren't it? This run up from April into deep May. That was when you hit all your big trades, weren't it?
Yeah.
That move was fantastic. But, if you look from May onwards, we consolidated. Then we had literally just, it was a couple of days when we had this big candle. Then obviously we went up again, and then we had obviously this blow off top here, and then we consolidated for another few weeks as well. So we've not had actually that many days, have we? Of just big volatility injection. But nonetheless, there has been some great opportunities to trade in Bitcoin and altcoins. But yeah, yeah. I mean, you go back and you look at that. It has been quite some good trading conditions, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, obviously this move up and then consolidation, but like I said, you know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 moves, and then in here was obviously when it went a bit quiet again. But yeah, I think it's looking nice. But I suppose the question is, what do you think's coming for the rest of the year? Because it's actually crazy, isn't it? But we're not that far from Q4 now. You know, once we're done with August, we're into the exciting part of the year, which is typically, you know, exciting for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Into September Q4. Space Cart, how we doing? Up or down? I think we go up, mate, is my opinion. And Pedita says some people say no alt season without QE. I don't think so. I mean, there's plenty of money in there that can flow into crypto. There's plenty of money that can flow out of Bitcoin into altcoins. You know, we haven't had QE, and ETH did, you know, over 2x. You know, think about how many billions that is added onto its market cap, and that's without QE. So, yeah, I don't believe that. I think if anything, it would probably be too late then. You know, I think that just seems like a massive sell the news event, doesn't it? Everyone getting excited for QE. QE hits, and then it's like, okay, see ya. So, you know, just seems like one big trap, that, doesn't it? You want to really get the bulk of the move. Remember, markets are forward thinking. Markets move ahead of time for what is, you know, obviously coming in the future, not based on what is happening now. So anything, you know, that we get like that is potentially already priced in months and months in advance of, you know, what is obviously actually happening. But yeah, nonetheless, we are around 414,200 on Bitcoin, which is quite good. So have you been dabbling in any stocks or anything, mate? Or have you been? What have you been doing on that?
Yeah, I'm bag holding a couple which are down quite a bit, really. Mainly that RXRX, you know, the Recursion pharmaceutical.
Yes, yes.
So I've got a big bag of that that's down at the moment, and I've got a big bag of CoreWeave that's down at the moment. But CoreWeave's looking quite good to me, actually.
Yeah, well, it's a really good company, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and it kind of. Do you want to get the chart up and then?
Yeah.
Have a look at what's it called? CRWV, is it?
Yeah, I've got it in here. Obviously, there it is. Yeah, so it had a good day yesterday. It was up 5.5%. I mean, Stonksy caught the move down. Great, didn't it? Caught the move up. I mean, look at that. You don't really get a better representation of Stonksy than that, do you?
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking.
Bang.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a sort of higher low really there, and obviously, what time frame's that? That's 1 hour. Yeah, obviously something like obviously a green would be quite nice there, but you know, so I've been sort of buying around that, well, in that red area really, but I've got quite a large position, so it is actually down a bit at the moment, but I'm pretty confident that'll come back nicely actually. It's all looking good to me, that is. So yeah, I'm actually 7% down on that, which is a little bit painful, but it's, you know, it's only spot, so don't really care really. So there's that. The RXRX is how am I doing with that? That one,
yeah,
that one I'm actually 12% down actually, so that's not brilliant. But yeah, again, I think it just needs. I think what happened with RXRX, I think they had some expected. They had some expected figures. It didn't quite reach it. You know, it was still good, but not as good as everyone expected. So it went down quite a bit. And I realise that more and more now with you know, traditional stuff. It really is down to that. It's all to do with like earnings reports and stuff like that, and it, like, you know, it really is just bog standard fundamentals that drive it all, you know. And you kind of forget about that after being in crypto for so long, don't you? And yeah, Yeah, tell you what I did on Monday morning. I don't know if anyone here ever remembers a YouTube channel called Profit Sniper. Were you ever aware of that?
I don't know,
Well,
I don't know
there
whether it
was
rings a bell or not. Profit Sniper.
the Profit Sniper, and then there was also another channel called Keith's Crypto Trades, and it was by this guy called Keith Waring.
Right,
He used to say the C word quite a lot. He was quite famous for that.
right, yeah, okay.
And he had a few catchphrases like, click the link above your head, and all that. But yeah, a guy from he's actually from Oxfordshire, but he lives here in Spain. And I used to be a member of his Profit Sniper sort of it was like a trading group, back in
Yeah.
back in 2021. And I've still got him on Telegram, and I thought I'd see if he's around, and he's like, yeah, sure, mate, I'll meet you for coffee, So he was getting a battery changed on his camper van, so I kind of met him up by Lidl in Nerja up the road, and we went for some coffee and had a chat about crypto and life and everything. What an interesting fella! It was brilliant, actually. But he was talking about a crypto called PDAI. That's like a little P, DAI, right? And I haven't done much research about it, but it's basically a stable coin. It's going to be on like Richard Hart's, pulse chain thingy, whatever it is, So the idea is it's going to be a stable coin, going to be like pegged to $1, but at the moment it costs about 0.5 cent. So he's bought a load of it, but he bought a load of it when it was about 0.01% or something. And he's had quite a hard time over the last few years because he's split up with his missus, and she's trying to claim the house and all that sort of thing, which is worth 2.5 million and all this kind of thing. He's had to sell his Porsche and load of Bitcoin just to pay all the legal fees. But he said he was down to his last 20 grand, and he just bought a load of this, what's going to be a stable coin. And so he spent 20 grand on it. It's now worth 700. I've been trying to find out about it, and I don't really know the best way to go about it, really. It's called PDAI. PDAI.
Oh, so he spent
Anyway,
20 grand on it, and it's worth $700 or 700 grand.
No, 700 grand.
Whoa!
And that's since January.
This guy's had a bit of a mental run, hasn't
he? He is a mad risk-taking bloke, But yeah, no, he was talking to me about it, and I was almost at the point of shit. I want to sneakily put my phone on record, really, just record everything he's saying,
Yeah.
But then, sort of looking back at it, I don't know. But it might be something. If anyone's willing to do a bit of research, PDAI. He also talked about Richard Hart as well, which
Someone's just said that. Yeah, Space Cat has just said. Was it the channel that got a lot of controversy because of Hex?
No, not really. No. He wasn't. He's not a Hex fan at all. But he did an interview with Richard Hart about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was quite prepared to, for Richard Hart to behave like a complete dick, and he didn't, apparently. He actually said, after speaking to him, he actually realised he's actually quite a clever bloke and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But not to say he's a particularly nice bloke, but he does know what he's doing, sort of thing. But anyway, as a consequence, he did get involved with a few things to do with Hex and Pulse Chain and all that. But yeah, this stable coin, it's weird because it's something that is going to be a stable coin. So if they ever work out how to peg it to $1 and you can buy it for 0.5 cent now, well, as he said get a bag, just get $400 worth, and sit on it anyway. So I need to find out how to do that and how it's done, really. But there you go. You heard it here first.
Yeah, well, there we go. I've never heard of it, but this guy, he's had a bit of a mental time. To go from, what did you say? He was like a multi-millionaire, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a complete multi-millionaire. He's been living where I am now in Spain, Nerja, near. Well, it's not far from Malaga. He's been living here for like years, but he had like a 2.5 million sort of villa up the road, a swimming pool and all that sort of thing. And then he bought the house next door, and he was going to turn that into a psychedelic retreat. That was his idea. He's still going to do that. He's going to do that up north. Yeah, he's into all the ayahuasca and DMT and all that sort of stuff,
Right, yeah.
Which he reckons has changed his life completely. And he did actually say, "Do you want to meet up and do some DMT in the woods?" And I was like, maybe not. On
That's a pretty mad thing to say to someone, isn't it?
I know, and I kind of said, "I do actually, but not probably on my family holiday,
Yeah, you have to go back on your own.
Well, I think I will actually. I think I might even do like a proper interview with him, sort of thing, and make a video out of it. He had to stop all the crypto stuff though, because he'd always been doxed from day one. Everyone knew he was Keith Waring, so everyone knew who he was. And then when he started making a lot of money in Spain, all the authorities knew about it. And then they made leverage trading illegal in Spain, so we couldn't do that. So he still gets a bit of commission off Bybit. That's about it, really. So he doesn't really do leverage trading with crypto anymore. But yeah, no, he did really well. But then
not that he promotes anyway.
Obviously, yeah. He actually does quite a lot on TikTok now, actually. And
right, yeah.
In fact, if anyone wants to follow him on Twitter, if you have a look at me, you'll see he's one of my recent friends. He's called Keith effing Waring, and but yeah, very, very interesting guy actually. But yeah, now what happened there was his missus was into like horses and stuff, so they got some horses and built some stables, and then they thought they'd get a guy in to look after the horses, and he ended up his missus might have had an affair with the horse guy, and it's all gone sort of downhill from there, really. So,
what's this guy called on Twitter?
Keith effing, not F, the actual real word, I can't say it here, but Fuck.
This?
Him, yeah, that's him, yeah.
I thought he'd have like a big following.
I think that's all quite new, really. It does a lot of stuff on TikTok, apparently.
Right, okay.
That's him. I don't know if you mentioned P Dye at all on it, but anyway. But yeah, very, very, very interesting, and a very, very, very fun morning, actually. I never thought I could have so much fun just talking to a bloke and drinking 3 cups of coffee, really.
Well, I think Delta wants to go back with you to do the psychedelics.
Yeah. Well, his plan is to actually make a load of money out of this P dye, and then he wants to buy a castle, buy a castle up near Girona.
Right.
He wants to move up there because it's a bit hot down there. So it's not so bad up there. But he's got his eye on this castle. It's like 3.5 million euros. But it's actually a wedding venue already. So there's like if he was to buy that for 3.5 million, you've got like a sort of $1 million a year income from it, from these wedding things. People have like really posh weddings there. So that's his plan, to do that and then turn that into also a psychedelic retreat. So people will go there and do ayahuasca and DMT and stuff. Sounds great.
It does sound awesome, like.
But yeah, he's a guy he's had a lot of ups and downs, as you say, and problems like addiction, like alcohol and cocaine and stuff like that. But yeah, he's just a bit of an extreme guy. He's great though. He's really nice fella. But yeah, not your ordinary sort of bloke. It was absolutely brilliant anyway. It was like one of my heroes initially, when I first got into the space, really. I used to really love his channel and to like everything he did. And then, I thought, if I just hit him up on Telegram, is he going to say like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "No, mate, yeah, I'll see you opposite Lidl at 8 o'clock in the morning." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And off I went.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you, yeah. I mean, you may as well while you was over there, but
Yeah.
not the. I've never heard of this guy, to be fair, so it's quite interesting.
Yeah, well, he's yeah, but he kind of wished he hadn't sort of doxed himself in the first place, and then he could have just carried on doing his channel and stuff,
Yeah.
And like even now, he said he wants to do a channel about all the about the stablecoin and stuff like that, but he said I can't because like if the Spanish authorities get on it and then realise it's him who's doing the divorce thing, like cause he's trying to get, because his wife hasn't really got a claim on the house or anything. And there's obviously like a couple of million involved with that, and obviously if you realise, I mean, what he's talking about the amount of he's got of this stablecoin. I mean, it's worth 700 grand now when it's worth half a cent. So if that goes up to a dollar, then it's going to be worth whatever 700 is times 200, isn't it? What's that? That's 700. That's billions, isn't it? No, is that billions? No, it's not. It's can't even do it in my head actually. Hang on a second.
What are you trying to do? What sum?
I'm trying to do. Hang on. I'm trying to do. Right. So that this. In fact, I think when I looked at the price of this P-dye stuff, it was actually more like 1 cent. So let's just say it's 1 cent. So if he's got 700 grand's worth, 700 grand, and that's worth 1 cent. So yeah, it's just 100x, isn't it, to go to a dollar, isn't it? So multiply it by 100. It'd
be 70 million.
70 million, yeah.
But you'd never get that out. You'd probably crush the price a lot, wouldn't you? Selling
yeah,
that.
Yeah. The interesting thing is if that does happen, then a lot of people are going to want to do that, and the what you call it, the DeFi system that it lives on is based around Ethereum, right? So that actually means if that does reach a dollar, there's going to be a load of people buying Ethereum as well.
Right. Yeah.
So that's also something worth bearing in mind. So Ethereum might do something crazy as well.
The thing is, if you think about, he put 20 grand in, and he's supposedly on 700 grand. He's already done over a 30x.
Yeah.
He's done a 35x.
Yeah, I mean, he did do it when he saw it. Like when he saw the price diving massively, he was literally like, right, this is my last 20 grand. Let's see what happens. I mean, the 700 grand at the moment is unrealized profit. So, I think if I was him, I'd probably take me 20 grand out, wouldn't you?
I'd probably take it all out. I can't lie.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'd take it all out. Even if obviously, you had millions and stuff, the fact that you only had 20 grand left, you would just be like, at least you could live a comfortable rest of your life on 700, couldn't you? You wouldn't have anything extravagant like a castle and stuff like that, but you could at least live a comfortable life where if you only had 20, you're going to have to go do some work or something, aren't you?
Yeah. I'd be so tempted to make it go to 1 million though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's how people get caught out, innit? That's how people get caught out. Delta says, ladies and gentlemen, please be standing for the bride and space gorilla. Yeah, psychedelic weddings. Afternoon, Loki. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. I don't get how it's going to go up though. If it's meant to be a stable coin.
Well, it's yeah. He did explain it to me. I didn't quite understand it, to be honest. But it's to do with the way stable coins are made. I don't know. But it's like the early days of what will be a stablecoin.
Right.
I've got to research it and stuff,
Yeah. But you come back and tell us after you've done the psychedelics with him. You can give us a deeper understanding.
Yeah, or it might just erase my brain completely. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other news, have you seen this thing? This thing is actually crazy. I have no idea what is going on with this. But this thing since Sunday has gone from like 10 cents all the way up to $2. It has just been liquidating. It's a thing called MYX. It's literally done a 20x in like 3 or 4 days. I mean, it's literally just liquidated everyone constantly. Then it went all the way up to $2, dropped all the way down to 80, and is all the way back up. You should have seen the funding rate on it. I was looking yesterday. The funding rate on it was crazy. It was like minus 2.5% or something. There it is. So the funding rate currently is minus 2% again. But this, I mean, look at it. Look at that. That is insane.
What is it?
I have no idea, and I don't know why it's being warped up so much. But like, I mean, that had like a 50% pullback and it has pumped again. I have no idea. I have no idea what it is, why it's pumping, nothing. But I mean, look at the amount of times people may have tried to short this and just got liquidated. It's unbelievable. It's definitely something I would stay clear of. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it anyway, because it's obviously fascinating whatever is going on with it. But I mean, yeah, that was obviously a deep sell-off, and then the fact it bumped straight back up is just max fuckery, isn't it? Really.
Mm.
So yeah, there we have it. MYX. Yeah. No idea what's going on with it. Anyway, make sure you all get your likes in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure, of course, you get your comments in. Now, for those of you that missed it, I will just run through it very quickly. We are offering 50% off the annual and lifetime plans. Automatically applies when you click, obviously, sign up on either of the plans. When you go through to the checkout, it automatically takes the 50% off, so you don't need to do anything. So this is available for Stonksy's birthday. We've not started the promo yet, but obviously for you guys on stream, I'm telling you early. Yeah, so it automatically applies 50% off the annual and 50% off the lifetime at checkout. And yeah, once we start the promo for this on YouTube and X, it will only last a couple of days. But if you do have some time remaining, obviously on an annual or monthly, and you buy the annual, we can add that time on as well, so you won't lose any time of access. Of course, if you get the lifetime, then you just get Stonksy forever. That is yours then for the oscillator and the indicator and obviously everything else that we offer. So yeah, obviously, if you want to take advantage of that, Stonksy website, links in the description, and annual or lifetime, 50% off at checkout, automatically done for you. Afternoon, Firewatch. Everyone is, Delta's causing a bit of a ruckus in the... causing a bit of a ruckus in the comment section.
What's he up to? So we've got no news today. Where's he gone?
No. Oh, sorry, are you speaking to me?
No, I'm just saying. So we haven't got any news today, have we?
No. No news. There's no more. We did have something yesterday, but there's no more for the rest of the week. So it's a pretty quiet week. Yeah, pretty quiet week. Obviously, we have Bitcoin hanging around. Hopefully, we get a pump on this. We do have obviously local resistance coming in now, in and around 14.2 to 14.4. So we do need to overcome that. I'm just going to nip to the toilet. Yeah, be back in a second, and then we'll continue on with the stream.
Do you want me to talk about something?
You can talk about whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay. In which case, I'm just going to change the chart a little bit. Hang on. And just show you a few things that I've been looking at. Right, let me just share my screen. Okay. Right. Let me just check I'm seeing the right thing. Okay, that's good. Yeah, there's a few things I've been noting today about price of Bitcoin. Obviously, what Dave noticed here was that we're now green on the 1 hour time frame, which is cool. So that's good. Also, the thing I was talking to the other week with SMFC was looking at it on the 6 minute time frame, and you need the channel enabled. So I'm just going to put that back on. There you go. Because what we were looking for here was when something happens on the green background. Now, what I noticed this morning was that I was looking at on the Bybit chart here, and I wasn't seeing much of not many green backgrounds on the 6 minute time frame. So I think what I found was I looked at the OKX one. Oh, actually, the index one will be fine. And what we've had here, we've had two of these things where the price comes down here and crosses the boundary of that lower inner band, actually. So that did that and went up again. Now it's done that again here. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, that's good. So it looks like it wants to do it again. But I think what I'd probably say is, if you have got Stonksy and you're looking at this on the 6 minute and you're interested in doing some like little bits of scalping, then if that comes down here again and crosses that boundary there, I think it's probably worth doing a little long and then closing it when it gets up here. So literally you'd have gone boom, boom, and then you'd gone there, and then you could have taken a profit there, or you could be hanging on to it now, wait to go back up. But these look like really good sort of entries here. See where it's green. Even going back a bit further, you see like these ones here, that one there, you see, that would have been great. You see, it'd have gone up to there. So I think if you've like missed a trade or whatever, I think it's worth waiting for something like that. And you can always set an alert as well. This is a new thing, isn't it? We didn't have this the other day in the last version of Stonksy, but it's not that. It's so what you can do now is you can say with Stonksy, you can now say the inner channel break below, okay? Inner channel break below, okay? Add that once per bar, and then you can give that a message of something like, long BTC, right? And also what you could do, if you wanted to know when to take profit, you could add another one on Stonksy saying inner channel break above, okay? Do that, and then that's where you can take profit. Okay. So there you go. You can set a couple of alerts now. You weren't able to do that when Dave was away and I was doing the show. I was talking to Dean about this, and this would be really good if we could get alerts for when the price crosses, the channel, both the inner channel and the outer channel for Stonksy. So now you can do that. So yeah, there you go. So that's something that you can do. Just while I'm here, I'll show you this for Ethereum as well, because Ethereum is quite good. So you see, using the same technique, Ethereum has just crossed over into that. So this sort of implies to me that right now might not be a bad time to think about a long position with Ethereum. Not financial advice, don't blame me if it goes wrong, but if you look at what's happened in the past, at that point. Let's just go back. So say, for example, can't see that many. Did I just miss one? I mean, there was almost one there, wasn't there? Then you could have got the thing up to there. So yeah, I don't know. I would say at the moment, I would think, you know, put Ethereum. Yeah, let's do one for that as well. In fact, I don't know. I'm tempted to do a little long with Ethereum. Pretty much now. I'm not going to because I'm in some other longs as well. So I might need the money for something else if it doesn't go the way I want it to. But yeah, there you go. Just my little thing. Anyway, just have a quick look at the comments. You're back, Dave.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know if anyone's ever said this to you, but you've got a really relaxing voice. Like when you're explaining things and obviously outlining things, it's very relaxing. Like honestly, then I think I could have just closed my eyes
and fell asleep.
Yeah, like it's really like relaxing to just listen to you like talk about things. It's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm working up to being a sort of working in Keith's psychedelic retreat in Spain.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that would be like, yeah, that would be a really good use.
Open your mind and think.
Yeah.
Try and manifest extreme wealth.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything you've ever dreamed of can be yours.
Yeah. Literally, go on, carry on, and I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay, but I can't do it on demand.
We've got I mean, people are agreeing. Oh, we've got SMFC in saying he forgot about the stream. Not good enough, is it?
Well, I forgot about your alerts that you did for the channels, which I've only remembered, and I just demoed. So there you go.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. What?
I was just going to run through. I was going to run through the thing. Go on, carry on. What were you going to say?
All right. Now, I'll tell you what. I don't know which SMFC could maybe clarify is when you're setting an alert. I did notice. Hang on, Stonksy. Right. So you've got so the channel alerts. You've got inner channel break above, inner channel confirm above. So does that mean it's the price has gone? The price has gone over the boundary and come back, or does it mean it's gone over the boundary, come back, and then gone back up again?
So I think the break above is obviously just if price goes above it. I think the confirm above is if the candle closes above it. I think, yeah. If SMFC wants to confirm that, but I believe yes. So the break above is obviously just if it goes above, but I think the confirm above is if it closes above it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, break, confirm. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, amazing. All right. So that's really cool. Then obviously, what you've also got, you got the everything else really. All your background changes. I quite like this generic background change. I'll tell you what I did actually. I've got TradingView Premium now. You're thinking.
Oh, honestly, I'm not the only one that thinks it as well. Cryptogenic says that you'd be a great narrator. You would.
Yeah, but just for like bedtime stories, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like has anyone ever listened to like Headspace or anything? Like Headspace is an app where like you listen to it. You're meant to listen to it before you go to bed, and it's meant to like really unwind you and kind of just relax you and stuff. Like ready to get like a really good night's sleep. You'd be a fantastic narrator for that. Honestly. Perdissa says Dave will fall asleep in Save's arms. Yeah, literally. Cuddle me like a baby.
Oh, what a beautiful thought that is. Isn't it?
It is. So we've got SMFC says break alerts Alert on the first break of the channel. The confirm is on the confirmation that the break is sustained. Yeah, there are a lot of alerts. There's alerts for pretty much anything, isn't there?
Yeah, no, it's good now.
And that's not even covering the alerts of the oscillator either.
Actually, let's have a quick look at that while I'm here, because I do like also looking at stuff on the 1 hour. In fact, when I've been toying with ideas of like trying to find an altcoin that might do something, I've been doing this. I've been putting Stonksy on the 1 hour, looking at the oscillator, and then literally just flicking through stuff. So you think, okay, well that's not one, that's something else. ZRO, that's not viable, and then you literally just look through until you find something that's stuck down the bottom, which I'm probably not going to find today because it's all quite bullish today, isn't it? But what's doing really bad today? Let me just sort that by. I shouldn't really look at Chippy, but I can't find one today. But if you get one of those kind of like red days, then what you want to find is something, something like this, when the oscillator's stuck down there on like -1, and then set an alert. And to do that, you just come here. No, you don't. To do that, you go here, and then you go over that, and then you go for the Stonksy oscillator like that, and then you're looking for the oscillator going to light red, which is pink, and then you'd have that same the chart, once per bar, whatever, give it the message of like long, what was it, Xi, whatever that is, and just do that, and then just look for these bits here, and then that's a pretty good opportunity to long something. And then that, I mean, I don't know what this is really, but if you'd have longed it then, you could have gone all the way up there and got 8%, with no leverage. So yeah, cool. But I think those two things that SMFC showed me, the 1 hour thing with the oscillator and the 6 minute break in the channel, I think they're great. I think they're really cool techniques that seem to work with most cryptos, actually. There you go. Anyway, you can do your poll. So you're still awake?
I feel like I need to lie down. Honestly, I feel like I need to lie down. It's brilliant. I love these Wednesdays.
Do you?
Oh, these Wednesdays are fun. Yeah, the poll's already out. The poll's been up for about half an hour. Yeah. Delta says, anyone heading to Rebellion Blackpool this weekend? Mate, I wouldn't go anywhere near where you're going. I'm harsh on Delta, aren't I? But it's for his own good, really. It's for his own good. He likes it, really. He's like a dog, and he when you have a dog and you scratch it, and it starts like doing that thing with its foot because it obviously likes to scratch, but then it also looks kind of torturous. It's kind of like that.
That is how he looks. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's kind of like that where Delta, he likes me scratching him with like verbal abuse, which he really likes it, but at the same time, it's kind of torturous for him. Yeah,
I've seen him do that face.
Delta, I love you, really. I'm only joking. I will not be going there, mate, no. But are you playing there? Is that what's going on?
He is indeed.
Is it? How many of his gigs do you tend to go to?
With his current band, I've only been to one.
Well, you're not a very good supportive friend, are you?
But I was in the same band as him for about 15 years, so
yeah, I suppose that's fair.
So, but yeah,
I always forget with Delta that he's like your real life friend and not like just a subscriber and stuff.
Yeah, but we must have done like thousands of gigs together, and we've done them all over the place as well.
Why are you not in the band?
Me, because I don't live near him.
Ah, right.
Well, I'm about 100 now. about 100 miles away.
Yeah.
He's
Well, yeah, much love, Delta. I love you really, mate. Even though I do like to scratch and torment you.
But yeah,
it's all in the name of love.
Yeah, but we've done like tours of like, France,
Denmark, Germany.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, all that. How did you know that? Did you just guess that?
Yeah.
No.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
All right. Because I must have told you, surely.
No, you haven't. You haven't. I just guessed Denmark and Germany, or I think what it was is I just thought of like the most logical places that you might go.
That's not that logical. No, I'll tell you how those two came about. Actually, is the Denmark one. There was a guy who used to come skiing in the place we lived in France, and quite often people would say, "Oh, I really liked your concert. It was very, very good. You must come to my country and play in my village." And that's what this guy Alfred said. And we always go like, "Yeah, sure, mate. Sort it out. Let us know when you've got us some dates." And this guy did. He actually sorted out a whole tour for us.
Really?
So all we had to do was drive to Denmark and play some gigs, and that's what we did. And it
was it brilliant. Hang on, I think I remember you saying something. Was it in like Ruppolden or something?
No, that was the German one. I'm coming to that.
Alfred, maybe.
Alfred was the guy. No, we were in Riga. It was near Odense and Spotsburg. Anyway, it was the middle bit of Denmark.
Yeah,
we did some tours up there. The Germany one was actually Ruhpolding. That was basically because the army used to come and do their ski training in the resort where we lived.
Yeah.
One of the guys there, Robbo, he said, "Oh, I might see if I can get a budget for you lot to come over and do some gigs in Bavaria." And we were like, "Yeah, sure, great." And then he managed to get like $2,000 budget off the Ministry of Defence for us lot to go to Bavaria for a piss up for a couple of nights, and it was brilliant. It was, and
that's fantastic.
That's exactly what we did, yeah. So so I've done all that with Mr. Delta. There's
nothing better than a bit of punk rock, is there?
Yeah, well, that wasn't in punk. That was just regular pub rock sort of thing. Because if you live in a ski resort, nobody wants to see an original band. They just want to see a band doing Mustang Sally and all that bollocks. So.
Space Cat was wondering, is it a jazz band?
No, it's not. No, I don't do jazz.
No, I can't imagine you do. Is it a jazz band? Oh, Space Cat, you're funny. But that's fascinating, really.
It's not that fascinating, but,
I mean, are you more fascinated that I knew where you'd been, or?
No, I think we've just had the conversation before, or
we haven't. Honestly, we haven't.
But you knew about Ruhpolding, didn't you?
What? No, but that was just a guess.
No, that's not. You don't randomly pull Ruhpolding.
What? It was literally just a guess.
You don't. If someone says like, "I've done a tour of Germany," they're going to say somewhere like Hamburg or Frankfurt or Hanover or somewhere like
that. No,
you
need a bit more detail, don't you?
They're not going to say Ruhpolding, which is like some.
It's because that's because I said that because I've been there as well.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
I was watching you play. What did you do? You found out I'd just been following you around for years. And we ended up doing a live stream every week together.
Oh my God, it's you.
A secret serial stalker. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was for 3 nights in Ruhpolding, wasn't it?
No, it was 2. Actually, no, I think we might have done 3, but we only did 2 gigs.
Yeah, it was 3 nights. I remember.
Yeah. What year was it?
What year was it?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me cast my mind back. Hang on. And I wanna make sure that I get this.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I get it right. Now, you've just asked me what year it was.
Yeah.
Then I think it's kind of coming to me. To be fair, what year was it? What year? Which one are you on about? The Germany one or the Denmark one?
No, the Germany one. We've actually been to Denmark twice. Actually.
Right. What year was the Germany one? Must have been about 10 years ago.
So what would that have been? That would have been
About 2015 to 2014, maybe 2016 either side.
Yeah, no, it was earlier than that, I think.
It was it?
Yeah, I seem to remember my daughter being my youngest daughter.
It was 2016, I remember.
No, I don't think it was.
I'm sure it was.
Actually, that might have been the Germany one.
Yeah, they told you. Yeah. Now ask me when the Denmark ones were.
I know you worked it out now because I've just said it was earlier. So
yeah, well, it could be early with God knows how long, couldn't it? Could be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years earlier.
Right, been to Denmark twice, right, and they were about 2 years apart.
Right. Okay. So you want me to make my educated guess on the Denmark ones?
Yeah. This is very educational for crypto. This is like
yeah. So
technical
so we've settled that the Germany one was 2016, haven't we?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
I was right on that. I was right on that. So now I need to guess both. Do you want me to do both of the Denmark ones?
Yeah, but you know they're 2 years apart.
You want me to do both of the Denmark ones, but I know they're both 2 years apart. So obviously there's room for mistake here because obviously I could go 2 years in advance or 2 years back either side. So I'm gonna have a good think about this one as well, like I had to do the last one. When was the Denmark ones?
Mr. Delta said 10 years ago, 2016. Shit. Did you read his comment? You did, didn't you?
No, I think he put that in after I said 2015, and then I said 2014 or 2016. Like it would have been like one of them years. Oh, Wiz is in the chat saying Iceland was yesterday. It was horrendous. Good afternoon, Wiz.
Right, Wiz.
But yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'll think about the Denmark one and get back to you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it.
Delta doesn't even know himself, so I don't know how I'm supposed to know.
Yeah, that's true.
If one of the guys that was there doesn't know, how am I supposed to know?
It's really weird with things like that. I kind of remember the year by what phone I had at the time.
I think that's a good. Yeah, but no, the thing is, I do that because I kind of do that with like, say, what year in school you was. So you associate like a year in school with being a specific year or whatever, or it's quite interesting, isn't it, what you attach to it?
Yeah, I've
like if you said to me like now, to be fair, like 2009, what would be the first thing you'd think of it if I said 2009?
It's when the year my youngest daughter was born.
No, see, I'd say it was the year that Bitcoin was created.
Yeah,
and the network went live. That's all I attached to 2009.
Yeah, I was going to
literally.
Yeah, I was going to call it Bitcoin, but my wife didn't agree.
When people mention like years like that, or like say 2010, 2012, do you not just instantly think, I wonder what price Bitcoin was then? That's exactly what I do now.
I do.
I just think like, I wonder what price Bitcoin was then. Yeah. Just thinking about how low it would have been.
Nah, because it's depressing. Because I think, well, I should have bought more, and I should definitely not have swapped a chunk of it into EGLD.
Yeah. So to be fair, that was probably a good play, but then you should have sold the EGLD and then bought Bitcoin back. So it was the right play, just not the right execution.
Yeah, I know.
Short Video Guru says our generation has no memories. That is sad. That is really sad.
To be fair, though, I didn't actually go to school this century. It was might have
No,
given
you
me
was
age.
like, was you not like pre-World War II or something?
Pretty much, yeah. I've actually given me age away. Actually given me age away. Yeah, I've been on the planet many, many years, actually. You know.
No, it's thingo, isn't it? It's crazy to think about, like, how much the world has changed in just even the past like 15, 20 years.
Well, we didn't have the internet when I was at school. You know,
No,
we actually went on a day trip to Birmingham to see a computer.
it's fascinating, isn't it?
Like,
It's fascinating.
you know, I mean, it's talking to kids.
To be fair, when I first went to high school, like using the internet on a phone still wasn't even a thing then.
Yeah,
like it wasn't even a thing then. That came like well after I'd left school, really.
yeah. The first phone I had the internet on. It was one of those Nokia. It was one of the ones where it sort of slides out. And it had like a keyboard either side, sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what they're called now, and the screen was tiny, but you know, I remember showing it to someone, and she was like, "You got Google on your phone?" And I'm like, and it was like amazing, you know, because you could actually Google things on your phone, but it was funny little keyboard, you know, and yeah. Anyway, technology for you. Better get your bell ready, ain't you?
Yeah. Better get the bell ready. Do you want to load up the Bitcoin chart?
Oh, sorry, yes, it's still me. I've been looking at some.
And really want to kill it.
Been looking at some random chart.
Looking at XAI.
Yeah, why? What's that? What's that line up there? Oh, that's it. Right. Do you want me to put anything else up at the same time? Or?
No, it's fine.
Let's take Stonksy off for a minute.
Bitcoin is more than fine.
That's obviously an old Block Pro level, isn't it? So I'll get rid of that.
More than likely. Space Cat has just said you remind him of Morgan Freeman.
I don't know who that is. I'm a bit rubbish like that.
I always get the faces confused between Morgan Freeman and Trevor McDonald. Yeah. When I was younger, I used to think that Trevor McDonald had something to do with Steve McDonald in Corrie. I did, honestly, I did. Oh my god, that is so funny.
I tell you. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, look what you've done to it.
I always give an extra long ring when you're on. I'm sure I say that every time, but I know that you really like the bell, so I make sure I give it an extra good ring.
Okay. Well, nothing much to report there. Apart from it's dumping.
It's dumping, is it? Come on, go up. We all want it to go up, don't we?
So you've got a trade on at the moment?
I've just got that Bitcoin long on, yeah.
From where?
It's like 113,100 and something, I think.
Oh, okay. So you're in profit.
Yeah.
It's all right. Going up. There you go.
Yeah, look at that pop.
Actually, I want to look at Sui. Actually, that was Ethereum on the right. Let's have a look at Sui. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, I might have to get out of my trade, eh? Oh no.
Ooh! That was
What was
a
that
good
all
pop.
about?
That was a good pop.
Actually, Dave, do you mind if I bogged off soon?
Of course, mate.
No, I'm just thinking it'd be quite nice to have a bit of lunch with the family because I'm going to do a live stream myself later on, so it'd be good to.
Oh, have you started doing them on your channel as well? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I started working with this guy who's a coder, and we've been sort of working on an indicator sort of thing, and he quite likes doing a live stream to sort of say what he's been up to and stuff,
Yeah.
And,
Nice. I'll try and tune into that then.
Yeah, he's never done it before, so he comes across as being a bit nervous, but I think he's all right. I think he's just not used to it. So we just have a little chat for an hour really, and we only get like about 6 or 7 people coming along, but we're just easing into it slowly really. But we're doing that every Wednesday. The only thing is next week I can't do it again because I'm flying that day, so
yeah,
gonna have to move that as well.
Yeah, no, mate, you bugger off, and thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Yeah, I shall report back next week. So next week I'll do like Thursday, yeah?
Yeah, Thursday. Thursday's fine.
Okay, wicked. Right,
yeah, well, thanks, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Do you want to
and obviously, make sure everyone drops Save with Crypto some love, whether it be in the chat, obviously on his channel, whatever. What a legend. We had a great discussion today as well. That was fun, wasn't it?
It was. Right, I'm going to go because I think it's probably...
All right, mate. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
All right, so take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye. And there we go. That was Save with Crypto. This is the highlight of the channel. Are we seeing a flash crash? I think we're just seeing typical US Open. Typical US Open volatility, aren't we? I think we're just seeing, typical US Open volatility. And, we'll probably have the direction of the session come in after about another 20 minutes, half an hour. What's going on with the S&P? So the S&P obviously had a big dump, and then if the S&P carries on, returns upwards today, we should be fine. We got Apple up just over 2%. And then, the rest of the Mag 7 aren't really doing anything yet. We got anything going on, really? Keen to have a look at MicroStrategy. Yeah, so that's come back down a little bit. That sold off yesterday. Coinbase is just, edging ever closer, isn't it, to this kind of 270, 260 region. So interested in that. Circle has actually popped into that region now, in and around 150. So do we see it get bought up there, or is it going to come and drift down in towards 120? But our long on Bitcoin remains open, and this will remain open. I think it will remain ever open until we get close to take profit, or obviously stop loss. Hopefully, the first. But you guys, let me know in the chat what would you like me to cover now, or would you just like to sit and watch my trade? I suppose we could go and have a look at the heat map. I assume it's just showing liquidity below yesterday's low. Yeah, there we go. And then, yeah, liquidity to the upside. I mean, the big portion of it is up at 120k, innit? Yeah. This will get swiped eventually. Just such a big build-up of lower highs. Oof, we are dumping, aren't we? We're dumping quite a lot. Which isn't too much of a bad sign because we are still on open. But I mean, yeah, that's obviously not great. Is there a discount for a monthly subscription? There's not, mate. No, Dunder. Well, there is. You can get 20% off your first month with using code BOT20. So you can get 20% off your first month. But if you're on about the birthday promotion, it is lifetime and annual. So when you come onto the Stonksy one, the Stonksy website, whenever you click annual or lifetime and obviously go to sign up to it, it will automatically apply at checkout. So obviously that takes 50% off down to just under 500. And then same for the lifetime, it will automatically take 50% off. But if you're not interested in the lifetime or annual, you can get 20% off your first month with code BOT20. Yeah. So that's obviously on this one here, this monthly one. So BOT20 for 20% off your first month. So that'll be 116 for the first month. But yeah, this lifetime and annual one, big discount, 50% off, and we won't be running it for long at all. It'll be a very short promotion. So yeah, you can obviously grab them. I closed my trade, Dave. I've been using the 15 min and I didn't fancy it. I'm just going to leave it open, I think. I think we're just seeing a shakeout. The thing is, if it starts going all the way down here, then the likelihood is we're going to new lows. We should see this higher low hold now. Ideally, this higher low should hold from here on out. Otherwise, we'll probably start looking down towards 109, 108, I think. You don't want to start revisiting this after you've just put a higher low in. So, yeah, I mean, this should just be a little US Open shakeout. We hope, anyway. But, I mean, yeah, it should start going after this. I mean, obviously, the liquidity above here. And then, obviously, in towards these. Yeah, so that's my trade at the moment. Obviously, it'd be juicy to get towards the take profit, wouldn't it? It'd be juicy as hell. Sweet, I would bought a year, but just want to compare it with my own one. You still got a long open on ton. Where from? Where from, Dunder? Yeah, well, I mean, it's up to you, mate. It's up to you. Obviously, yeah, you can use a discount for the first month, or you can grab the annual. The thing is, after you've used that month, this promotion won't be on. So, obviously, I've gave everyone on stream the first heads up about it. But once the video, I filmed a YouTube video, obviously, talking about the birthday promotion. Once that's edited and ready to be uploaded, I'll upload it straight away. And from there, we'll only have it on for a few days. And obviously, that's when you'll start seeing it on X as well. It's not been put anywhere else apart from to you guys on stream yet. So, yeah, it will only be for a few days. And we're probably going to cap it at like 5 or 10 each. So 5 or 10 annuals possible, or 5 or 10 lifetimes, whatever. But yeah, it'd be great to see you over there, Dunder, because I don't think you've ever had a Stonksy sub before, have you? I don't think you've ever had a Stonksy sub, so it'd be great to see you over there, mate. Obviously, appreciate you. You've been coming in the streams for ages now, so yeah, I appreciate you coming in and jumping into the streams for as long as you have. But yeah, I mean, we've reversed, obviously, on the Bitcoin initial dump from open. So, yeah, obviously, we've got some local resistance, as you can see, obviously, coming in and around here. once we pop above there, I think we're on a one-way track towards 116k again then, which I'll remain bullish for. Yeah. Yeah, man. It'd be great to see you over. Let's see what we get though. Yeah, I mean, we are green on the hourly, which is good. But yeah, this area here, you know, this big bulky area will definitely be hard for it to overcome. But yeah, we should run. I mean, if we do regain this, we should run that pretty quick, I think. Is my estimation anyway. Let's pull that down a bit. Yeah. It's my estimation that if we get back above 116k, we should run up to 118 and a half pretty quickly. And from there, probably sell off. But it's a big if, isn't it? It's a big if. That transparent boxes are also in the indicator. No. So the transparent boxes are me. I've drawn that, but these lines are drawn by Stonksy. So you see this green one here. There's an alert on it. Let me remove it. You can see it there. If I remove this alert though. Yeah. So this is drawn by Stonksy, and this red one here to show resistance is drawn by Stonksy as well. Now, I just have the major ones drawn out. So if you go on inputs, I just have the major SR lines through. But say you highlight the minor ones, so they all mean different things. If you have the minor ones come up, you obviously get more. The automated SR lines. They mean different things, but the major ones obviously speak for themselves, the major SR. So yeah, they automatically draw themselves, and obviously depending on the time frame. So say if you go to the 4 hour, obviously you'll have different ones drew, you know, obviously depending on the price action. Same for, you know, other time frames too. But yeah, they're automatically drew by Stonksy, but not these grey boxes. I put them on myself, but Stonksy does draw SR lines itself. Big unloading in the ETF markets, man. Lots of profit taking. Are they gonna lump back on? Well, it's much higher. It's higher now than when the market opened, isn't it? So we'll soon see. When Sale are gonna unload another clip? Yeah, they haven't bought in over a week now, have they? They must be getting the sweats. Yeah, MicroStrategy haven't bought since the end of July, so Sailor must be absolutely sweating the fact that they've not added more. This is something that I was talking about yesterday, Dean, is that you know, like MicroStrategy, they bought another 2 billion in and around here. I don't know where. I don't know whether they were responsible for this run up or not. But with how much they've bought, you know, like 46 billion, when they raise another 2 billion. Why are they not looking at the chart saying, okay, yeah, we could add the, you know, we could just mark it by the 2 billion here and get more. But obviously it's a really good possibility that price comes and fills in this move and comes and retests down here, isn't it? You know, it's a possibility. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. When they raise like another couple of billion, why are they not just sticking it in limit orders down here where they might get like 5-10% off the price? And if it doesn't trigger, then they've got some cash there to either, you know, throw back in a different area or pay off some debt. Like, I don't know why they don't set, you know, like orders limit there, because then you're supporting the price at a key level as well, aren't you? Instead of just throwing it in at a random point during consolidation, set it somewhere where if it comes in, you can at least support the price as well. I don't know why they don't do that. I like that, them lines. Good job, Stonksy team. Yeah, thanks, Space Cat. Thank you. Come and join us, Space Cat. Come and take advantage of the offers. Come and join us. Even if it's the monthly one, you can still get 20% off your first month, this one. So that'll take you down to 116 for your first month with code BOT20. So you have to put the code in for that one on the monthly. But lifetime and annual automatically discounted on checkout. Don't they buy OTC? I think they may buy some OTC Perdita, but they also market buy as well. You can see exactly where they've bought normally after they announce it. I think they buy some OTC, but they definitely market buy as well, or twap buy. There's no way that they buy all that Bitcoin OTC. You can see the effect on the market. Like, I assume that this was them. Like, look at that. So Wednesday, the 30th of July. Look at, obviously, the drop. And then look at the recovery on it. Yes, we came into a key level, but look at that. Just pretty much V reversal from Wednesday into the 31st. Now, if you come and have a look here, what happened on the 31st of July? I'll show you. Was it the 31st? Oh, no, sorry. It was the 29th. I stand corrected. That wasn't them. So what was them? Maybe they was up here. I don't know. I thought this was them. I stand corrected. No, it's the 29th. I thought they announced this on the 31st. So that was the 29th where they bought 2.5 billion. So maybe they bought in the days before. I don't know. Maybe some of this was them. Yeah, maybe they bought it OTC, yeah. Right, we are heading back up. But I do suspect they have a mixture. Maybe twat buying and obviously OTC. Yeah, nice response from Bitcoin. There we go. Now let's see, obviously, if we can clear this low time frame resistance zone here. Then we should fly back up to 115, 116k. Looks like a classic US Open shakeout. There's an article on CSE about how they buy. There you go. They twap it, yeah. Just bought it again. Can I straight use it? It's still on my trading view. No, what I'll do is I need to give you access again, Dunder, so I'll do it straight after the stream, which will be like in 5 minutes. So I'll make it my first job. Once I come off stream, I'll go and give you access straight away. So you'll have access again within the next 10 minutes or so. Yeah. It's an algo and Coinbase made. There you go. So yeah, there's the answer. I wish X was more open about the API. It would be really cool to have a sailor buy indicator. Yeah, but there you go. There's the information direct from SMFC there about how they buy. So they twat buy it. So basically, if no one knows what that means, you basically put in how much you want to buy over what time, and it'll just obviously just steadily buy, which is why you see price getting walked up and walked down, depending on obviously if it's buying or selling, because it's just obviously just consistent like buying or selling in the market. But yeah, we have obviously, I mean, if we go to the 1 minute time frame, we obviously came up quite well, and we've rejected from this area again. So this area is quite sticky, isn't it, for Bitcoin? This 14,300 to 14,400 area. It's quite sticky for the price. So obviously there's some wall being held here. Yeah. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe. Of course, if you're watching on X, please do head over to the YouTube channel and drop a sub on there. But yeah, I think we'll leave the stream there for today. I'll show you the trade one more time. So I will be leaving this open, so we'll see what happens. Obviously, make sure you sign up to BLOFIN, which we're trading on. Also recently partnered with BitUnix. You can get some great welcome bonuses with BitUnix for creating accounts, and obviously deposit bonus. You can find all that on the Stonksy X account pin there. But of course, if you're looking to join Stonksy, 50% off the annual, 50% off the lifetime, automatically applied at checkout. You don't need to do anything. You just wants me to do that again. You just go through on the plan, any of these, into checkout, and it'll automatically discount it. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for spending time with me on stream. I appreciate you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And of course, I'll see you all tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. Bye for now.